So they put it on Monday Night Football, and so it will be. Week 11 of the National Football League will wrap up with that game later. We'll talk plenty about the games yesterday, and we also have a Gwynn and Chris overtime for you. So you'll be able to pick that up. Scraby will post it on our YouTube page around 4 o'clock today, and we'll have all of the highlights and everything from the football. But maybe more important, guys, we'll have all of the highlights from the wedding. Yes, I am back from Moab, Utah, after officiating the wedding of my godson Connor and his lovely bride Alex. Happy to say I'm in one piece, and they are together as one. So I must have said the right things. I got the job done. I got to the point where you can kiss your bride. So that was kind of my goal. And if you want to hear more about the wedding, and actually there's some pretty crazy stories, as there usually are, all of that stuff will be on our Gwynn and Chris overtime. So you can get all the insight to what happened in Utah over the weekend. But the rain has gone away for now, but not soon enough for the Aztecs. Saturday night. I know they won the football game, guys, but San Diego State can never catch a break. They just can't. They finally sell a bunch of tickets. They have a promotion, and then it just pours for 24 straight hours, and pretty much nobody goes to see them win one of their better wins in a while, beating Boise State. Yeah, I mean, look, Boise State was in the number 3 seed in the college football tournament last year. The Aztecs won 3 games last year. And so it is that San Diego State knocked them off with a nice performance there on Saturday night, 17-7. Sticking with the Aztec theme, the basketball team will go back to work tomorrow against Troy, but they will go back to work once again as an unranked team in college basketball.
No love at all.
Yeah, I mean, excuse me, we're out here. But I also shouldn't be surprised. While I was gone, Aaron Judge did win the MVP.
It was close, I will say.
You thought closer than you even thought?
I thought it was. I thought it was going to be based on how the conversation was happening. I thought it was going to be a blowout.
Yeah.
He won by like 20-something points.
I think everybody voted one of the two of them in first place.
Right.
But Judge got a couple more first place votes. I honestly think it's a travesty. I really, truly do. And that is not a anti-Aaron Judge stance. I really like Aaron Judge. I'm all about his game. And I just think when a catcher does historic things like Cal Raleigh did, and I just thought, and he also won the division, Cal Raleigh. Judge couldn't win his division. I don't know. I just think that was such an example of, the East Coast thing, which we've seen for so long. So maybe we shouldn't be too surprised, Tony, but I still didn't like it. I thought it was kind of bad.
I think it's easy to place the East Coast thing on it. I mean, from a statistical standpoint, it was a landslide in terms of Judge's numbers versus Raleigh's. It just was. However, it's most valuable, and at that position, being able to get that kind of production, I think raises it to a level in which it became a pretty close competition. As it ends up winning out, Judge wins, and I can't say that I disagree, but I honestly was happy to see the contest be as close as it was, because that, to me, when you look at the numbers, you can make the case easy for Judge, and the fact that it was that close means that the voters did value what you saw from that position.
I think the voters who voted for Raleigh valued it. I think the voters who didn't value it. That's kind of what bothers me, Tony.
But you don't.
I think you owe it as a voter to look a little deeper than the numbers. I just think you do.
I think that's why you have so many voters. He had 17 second place votes to Judge's 17 first place votes.
Guys, I know you look to me for.
Please
tie-breaking vote in this whole thing.
Yes, please clear this up.
I always ask myself, would that team have made the playoffs without that player? And I think the Mariners maybe could have made the playoffs without Cal Raleigh.
Really?
Yankees are definitely not making the playoffs without Aaron Judge.
They didn't have Aaron Judge for a long time, and they did make the playoffs.
You know what's crazy? I think Aaron Judge, before I spurt off some numbers. Let me go and get I think it's like less than 10 games difference from what they played.
In terms of what they played. I did. I had this argument as I was arguing for Cal Raleigh at this point.
Yeah.
During the
Aaron
season
Judge missed a ton of time.
with somebody from New York. Because, look at the records when they were both out. I was like, they barely missed any time. It's not even enough.
Isn't that that's my definition of MVP. Like, if you remove that person from the team, are they a completely different team? I think if you remove
You're
Cal
going to tell
Raleigh,
me that if you moved Cal Raleigh from the team, you've had the same pitching all year with a backup catcher?
I can't answer that.
You don't know that. Anyway, all right, I'll end my argument on this one. I'll let everybody decide for themselves. But how about, should we not even just change the NL MVP? I mean, is Ohtani just automatically going to get it? He got every vote. Did anyone else at least deserve a vote? Did Schwarber deserve one vote? Did somebody somewhere deserve a vote? Or does we just have to assume
it's hard
based on the fact that he's, what he is, a Swiss Army knife, which we've never the likes of seen. It's just a unanimous thing for Ohtani. How many has he got now? 4?
Yep.
I mean, he might get 14 MVPs before it's all over.
As long as he is pitching and hitting at this level,
I guess there's nothing we can do.
It pains me to say that, but
I know
the fact is we've never seen anything like it, and it's our responsibility, I think, not ours in particular, but the writers in particular, not to get bored with what they're seeing, because that's where it's headed. We're already having the conversation now. Like, does anybody else deserve a vote? Actually, no. I mean, no one else is. No one else is getting on the mound and hitting at the same time and doing it at this level.
And doing it pretty well.
Right. So let's not get bored with what we're seeing. I know he plays for the Dodgers, and that is a problem in itself. But in terms of what he's doing, there still isn't anything we've ever seen.
Maybe I should be happy that the East Coast voters seem to be able to notice what Ohtani's doing.
They recognize
They just can't see what Cal Raleigh did for some reason.
I also believe
Seattle further west. Did I miss something there?
Again, that kind of speaks to how incredible what he's doing.
Yeah.
I go back to the Jason Stark article, which I do like Jason Stark. He has great stuff, but he was saying that the Dodgers aren't breaking baseball. And I say that to say, I think the writers right now are loving this era of baseball, and they want to be on the right side of covering Ohtani. I voted for him for all of his MVPs.
So you brought up the whole ruining baseball. So was Babe ruining baseball at the time?
The money wasn't even close to being a thing back then.
It's the money. It's not the player that's turning the tide.
Well, the money was kind of the thing back then. Let's take a look at the situation.
I know you were there, so tell us.
The Red Sox had Babe Ruth. The owner of the Red Sox wanted to fund a play called No No Nanette. In order to get the money to fund that play, he had to give Babe Ruth to the Yankees so he could get the money. So it was about the money, even though just a different amount of money.
Terrible investment on his part.
That was why he traded Babe Ruth for a play.
He was into the arts. He was into the arts.
I just think
he was into the arts.
He was into the arts.
When Chris asked, does someone else deserve a vote? I think Kyle Schwarber definitely deserved a vote.
I would like to see the Philadelphia guy maybe give him a vote. Come on, you watched him all year. Could have given him
what
a
vote? First? Does he ever a first place vote?
Yeah, I'm saying a first place
Schwarber
vote.
That one.
I'm giving him at least one.
If Schwarber played for the Padres and had that year, I think as a Padre guy, I would have said, you know what? Ohtani's going to win anyway. I'm going to show a little love for Schwarber.
That's not supposed to be how it works.
That's supposed to be how I work it, Tony. Speaking of the Padres, Kyle Hart signed today, so he'll be back next year. And we're close with AJ Preller by all estimations.
It seems like
he's very close to an extension. You're still kind of down on it.
The only thing that freaks me out is why do we keep saying it's close when it's not?
Because maybe it's close.
Maybe it's close.
I mean, you got to dot a lot of I's. You got to cross a lot of T's.
You guys say, maybe it is close.
Well, everybody's saying it is.
I mean, it's been close for 3 weeks.
But no one was saying
I just want AJ to feel the security of his job. That means he could do a better job.
I think he can.
I think
in that world, I think he can.
He signed through the year, so I think he's going to do his job regardless, one way or another.
All right. We'll talk some more. Plenty of Padres, of course. A lot of football to discuss. Big weekend in college football. And the NBA is starting to crank up a little bit here. I told you the Bulls after the 5-0, Tony, would be.
They lost a tough one, man.
Did you see that winning shot?
I did.
Fall away 3-pointer.
That was nasty.
In double overtime? Come on. Be nicer than that. Yeah, so we'll get into that. We got our usual stuff. We got some Daily Gambit and a Big Five to get to. A lot of good stuff. A couple of late breaking stories. Jamar Chase did apparently, not even apparently now, did spit on Jalen Ramsey. And the NFL has suspended him 1 game. That just came down a little bit ago. And the other news, Virginia Tech will soon become one of my least favorite college football teams because they are close to bringing in James Franklin from the disposed Penn State coach. So we'll talk about all that stuff and more. Gwynn and Chris, happy you're with us. Happy to be here. Starting off a Monday on 97.3 The Fan.
Every now and
Matthew Scraby. Padres in the news a little bit. Talked a little bit about it before we went to break. NFL, we kind of hit on it before we went to break about one Jamar Chase. Chris mentioned he has been suspended one game. And this is a little bit different than the first game of the season, I believe, where what was the Carter defensive tackle for the Eagles?
Eagles, Jalen Carter. Before the season even started.
Before the game even started.
After the kickoff.
He was kicked out of the game for spitting. And so the NFL basically said that was his one game suspension.
Right.
In this situation, Jamar Chase kind of sneak spit on Jalen Ramsey. And Jalen Ramsey was the one who was actually ejected for throwing a punch. And then
in my mind, Jalen Ramsey was lying to everybody and trying to get away with a punch until the video came out.
Yeah, now video came out. First, let me say this. By the time I heard about it, video was already it was going along with the talk. So
I just saw that he got kicked out, and I thought, typical Jalen Ramsey.
I gotta say, I don't know when it became like the new rage thing to do is to spit on someone.
Yeah. And your comment to me earlier before the show was that's not somebody you accuse. That's not something you would accuse somebody of. That's dirty play. You don't say somebody spit on me when they didn't.
I haven't come across anybody who's ever used that one like line. Yeah. So the fact that it was the way Jalen Ramsey said it. He said, well, once he spit on me, he said, I didn't use this word language, but he used much more colorful language. He said, once he spit on me, it really didn't matter. I didn't care what happened.
You know what he should have said? He should have borrowed the Xander Bogaerts line. Once he spit on me, I just saw red. I love Xander's line.
That's basically what seemed to happen. Yeah. And so Jamar Chase will be suspended. The weird part is that despite knowing that there are at least 100,000 cameras on the field all at once.
That's true.
That you would say, I didn't spit, thinking that you might actually get away with there being no footage of it.
Yeah, that's not going to happen ever again.
They certainly showed it, and it was a nice. There was a good amount that came out of his mouth. Let's just say that.
There was a punt on the right side of the Kansas City sideline yesterday in the Denver-Kansas City game, and the Denver guy ran it back and gained some yardage or something. Way on the other side of the field, Sean Payton was out on the field celebrating, and the official ran into him.
Yeah,
and called through the flag. But at the time, everybody's like, "This is another
they're making up
phony Kansas City flag." But what I'm saying is the camera saw.
They see
everything. There's nothing that you can. Yeah.
I mean, there was literally a camera about 3 feet away from this referee.
Like, what's a camera even doing?
And
over
Sean
there?
Payton goes down like a sack of potatoes, and he kind of gets that look like, "What are you doing to me?"
I got to tell you something. The ref, legit. He went down like a ton of bricks. He had the flag out of his pants and up in the air
so angry
as he was standing up, Tony, to get up and get back into the play.
It was pretty.
And he never looked at him. He just got up,
threw the flag, and
he
just kept on moving.
Kept out. Great work by the ref on that one.
I didn't see that, but that would have been funny to kind of follow along with. But yeah, Jamar Chase will be suspended. I'm interested to see what he says now that he has been caught on camera. Spitting on.
We spent a lot of the season, maybe because the Dolphins are so close to my heart, but destroying the Dolphin organization, the ownership, the coach, the GM. They've been fired. They've been ridiculed. Obviously, Joe Burrow's out. But aren't the Bengals really the most dysfunctional franchise? They're 3-8 with Chase, with everything they have. The defense is absolutely awful. That ownership really is like legitimately bad.
They seem to put themselves in bad spots.
This is happening every year to the Bengals.
They do a pretty good job of gaining talent at some point, and they get a lot of it, but then it just stalls out. And so, yeah, they're in that spot. It sounds like Joe Burrow is pretty close to coming back to playing some football, which could certainly change things. But it also May not. Their defense still has a lot of issues to deal with. Reminder, all guests on 97 through the Fan, join us on the David P. Shapiro Fan Hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their futures when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. Chris, the other thing that you didn't get a chance to really weigh in on, but it was kind of broke while you were gone officiating the wedding. It sounds like there is some interest. AJ Preller is interested possibly in bringing back Luis Ariz back to the Padres. Now,
he didn't call me on this one. I don't want any blame for this one.
I think that it's not all that much of a surprise because it's likely the market may be.
The first baseman you want are going to be too expensive, aren't they?
The market may come back to the Padres on this one. The first basemen that are out there, I mean, you can already take one off the board. Josh Naylor signs a 5-year deal with the Mariners. Now, he probably would have been a little bit under of what Pete Alonso and Kyle Schwarber are going to get. And so you start kind of re-looking at that list. Naylor's off of it. It's going to be pretty expensive. We don't know exactly. Sounds like the levels that the Padres have spent at will be the levels that they're going to stay at despite this.
And we know that Schwarber is going to get, $80 million a day from the Phillies. You're going to have to match that.
They're going to go
so we can
above
dream,
and beyond.
But that's not going to happen. The only other option, either Ariz comes back, plays first base, or you find somebody's DH somewhere and put O'Hearn on first base. But I just look, if Ariz comes, I just have to get ready for another season of me being ridiculed. And I just, I'm not going to change my opinion.
How is this about you, Chris?
What do you think of when you hear Ariz is coming back to the Padres?
Again, we go
the
back.
fact that it was in about 6 months worth of lambasting me because I, said I like the guy.
It goes back to you weren't understanding the argument. It was people wanted him moved down in the lineup, not anything about him being on the team.
Yeah, but it's funny. He wasn't ever moved down in the lineup. So
and look what happened.
What happened?
What happened?
They didn't make the playoffs.
Jettisoned.
What happened?
Yeah. See, there's more thoughts like that right there.
Yeah.
That guy. You guy.
Tony just pointed
Cody
out.
Bellinger, Rhys Hoskins.
Rhys Hoskins, I think, is a wash at this point. I think he's done. Or he looked like he was. Are you bringing up other possibilities?
Those are names that have popped up in the free agent first baseman class.
Yeah. We'll see. You know what I'm going to say. That's great, but you better bat him eighth so people will leave me alone.
That's fine.
That'll be fine with you.
You got
Mr. He knows everything about how to put a lineup together over there.
We got a lot of new
you and everybody else out there who is looked at an analytic and decided that's how it has to be.
Ryan O'Hearn's another option there. Goldschmidt, Carlos Santana, that would probably be in a range that you can handle, but is it the production that you're going to get? So I don't know. I think that will continue to kind of become clearer and clearer as the market sets itself for what the Padres will be able to get. I think their first priority, regardless, is still starting pitching. It won't be at that position unless something falls to them, I think.
Yeah. And every day you pick up a report that Michael King is headed here and Dylan Cease is headed there.
I did see something
and it
that
doesn't mean a lot to
phone.
me. I mean, until somebody signs. So
I don't know what publication I saw it, but it was, I think the title was why the Padres won't have to break the bank to sign Michael King. I didn't read it, but it was a positive little headline. So, I was like,
You filed that away?
I filed that one away.
Yeah, just finishing up with Luis Ariz. I'm sorry.
We're back.
Yes, we are. This isn't against you. This is just, I definitely feel some type of way about the unbelievable amount of criticism and the nastiness of the criticism I receive for sticking up for the guy.
Oh my!
So you're right. I'm holding on to it. I'm not. I can't.
God, this was like 3 months ago.
All right. Well, it'll all come up again if he returns.
Just
admit
you were wrong, and everything feels better.
What was he wrong about?
Yeah. If you tell me what I was wrong
about,
he
was wrong about what people wanted him to feel. which was move him down in the lineup.
Are you the spokesman for the people that wanted him to feel? So they told you that this is how they wanted him to feel.
We've all been trying to tell it to him for like 2 months.
Right.
The people in the chat.
And so since the Padres didn't move him down in the lineup as you wanted,
your fault.
Is my fault.
It's your fault because
that's what I never got.
No one said that.
Okay, what is it? I'm sorry. That's what you just said. That
he said that people don't want him on the team at all.
There were some people that said
but
that,
mostly people just wanted to move down in the order because they're realistic.
Oh, so let me get. So you're speaking for the people that mostly wanted him to just move down.
Scraby is a man of the people. Scraby is the man of the man. People were definitely Tyler is saying something. I'm not sure what he was referring to. So,
all right, let's get to break. There's plenty more of this. We only got a short show, but
welcome back, Chris.
Whatever, there's been some time apart. This is typically how the show goes. What are we gonna talk about? Oh, that's what we're gonna talk about. Padres baseball awards. We didn't quite get to that on Friday. I know they handed out the MVPs. I think we talked a little bit about it before we went away for Thursday night football. But did you talk about it on Friday a little bit?
Briefly, but not much of.
We'll get into some of those awards on the other side. More Gwynn and Chris.
Ben and Woods on the Fan.
The director of athletics. It's
Stay low. Hands on the heart. Stay low. Special tandem student right there.
I tried. I wrecked your good job, buddy.
Fun, huh?
You need help with anything?
Okay, I'm nervous. Stand up, stay low. Hands on the heart. Stay low.
All right, Monday, fun day. Gwynn and Chris, 97.3 The Fan. Chris Ello, Tony Gwynn Jr., Matt Scraby. Together in our Odyssey Palace studios.
I have a question. When you
Yes.
get done. When did we start doing the Manic Monday thing?
Don't recall.
Is that
Just
just like
popped
kind
in
of
about-
okay.
3-4 months ago, maybe.
Okay.
I think there was one day that was particularly manic.
It was
I've been
just
sticking with it, I
stuck ever
guess.
since.
I mean, I can only sing in my head. Just another manic Monday.
Yeah, the Bengals, thank you. This hour of sports talk is brought to you by SD Collectibles. Get ready, sports and Pokemon collectors. I'd like to hear from a Pokemon collector.
You're looking at one.
Okay.
That
Well,
doesn't
I'm going to give you
surprise me
I'm going
at
to give you
all.
the floor in a second. SD Collectibles Card Show is back. It's at Liberty Station. Over 100 vendor tables this Saturday and Sunday. Find sports cards, Pokemon memorabilia, and more. SDcollectibles.com. Get information this Saturday at Liberty Station for you collectors out there. SDcollectibles.com. Scraby,
Mm-hmm.
what in the world draws you to collecting Pokemon, and exactly what is it? Because to me, that is along the lines of 6-7. Like I don't understand it.
I'm with you on the 6-7 thing.
Okay.
I don't actually collect these anymore, but you
You
can
used
collect
to.
Pokemon cards just like baseball cards. And you can get rare cards and stuff like that. We were talking about this on Friday because I read this. The people on the chat think that if I was a Pokemon, I would be Snorlax, which I don't want to be Snorlax.
That
Snorlax is the
means
lazy,
absolutely
sleepy, fat
nothing
one, and
to
I
me.
don't agree with that whatsoever. So I'd rather be a
were
Jigglypuff
you one of
before I
these
was a
jokers
Snorlax.
like, walking into the ocean looking
No.
for
Pokemon Go.
Holding
Pokemon.
your phone up and go, hey!
I did try it. And there
You
was
did.
like actually a Poke Gym close to us, and so
What does that look like?
you go and it's like in a virtual world, and so then you can like work out against things, and you can go to Poke Stops and like buy things. And
Interesting.
like remember when the people in the Central Park were trying to chase like a rare Pokemon because it showed up, and they were like trampling all these plants and things.
Wow.
I don't remember any of that. So everybody,
I'm sure
who's-
it happened though, but
Yeah,
I don't remember any of it.
I believe you. Sure.
Chris is like, I'm sorry I asked.
Yeah, I am. NFL Monday Night Football, Dallas, Las Vegas tonight. Atlanta Falcons season has gone right down the tubes, and Michael Penix gonna miss the rest of the season. Looks like anyway. Sources are saying that. Falcons also wide receiver Drake London week to week with a knee issue. So there's that.
I wonder how Adam Klug is feeling right about now.
He was pretty excited when they went to
He-
3-2.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
they beat somebody.
He came in a week after being so disappointed.
He was
feeling
pretty
really
fired
good.
up,
Yeah.
kind of like Scraby is today, about a win over the Cardinals. He's quite
that's
giddy.
how we're gonna phrase it.
He's quite giddy,
That's how we're gonna phrase
quite
it.
giddy about this win today. Yeah, there he goes. He's got Brock Purdy in the Pro Bowl already after one game back.
I have a question.
I
in the
will
Big
say
Five.
this. I will say this, Grady.
What?
I watched a little bit of that game. And for those who were trying to make the claim that there was a quarterback controversy, that was put to bed. I
It's
mean,
not even close, is it?
Really quickly.
He has
Not
such a
close.
good command of their offense.
It looked completely different. It didn't look as manic as
good word.
as your guy. Who's
Mac
Mac Jones.
Mac
looks?
Jones.
Yeah, this is.
The other thing when I watch the 49ers highlights and play is like, why doesn't somebody ever cover McCaffrey? He runs out there. There's no one near him.
It's amazing.
And I know Scravy's going to say, well, that's just great play design.
No, I was going to say.
I don't get it.
He's
Like,
a
you should have
matchup-
3 guys follow him wherever he goes.
He's a matchup. I was watching this video over the weekend. He's a matchup nightmare because what do? Can't put a corner on a running back because then you got a wide receiver that's running down the field. Can't put a safety because he's so far back there.
Scraby,
a linebacker, Christian McCaffrey, eats for breakfast.
Scraby, I'll give it to you if there's a guy near him and he just outmaneuvers them. But he runs out there and nobody goes with him. That's where my concern is.
I'm not sure why teams don't play for the screen either because it seems like they do it a lot.
Like, I watched the game last night because you got Gibbs on your fantasy team against me, and I watch him when he goes out. He's just so quick. He gets away from people.
But there's 2 guys chasing him.
But at least people are out there covering him.
Right.
I don't see anybody covering,
I guess,
McCaffrey sometimes.
This goes back to the days. I don't know if you've seen that video of Cam Newton coming to the line and Clay Matthews is literally yelling out the play that they're about to run, and it's Christian McCaffrey. He's covered. It didn't matter. He still threw the ball to crease and okay, that's fine. You've been doing your study. Watch this. He still throws it to McCaffrey.
And he still runs
and he still runs in the end zone. So it may not really matter if
it doesn't seem to matter. Yeah, for sure. The 49ers do need a kicker again, though, Scrabe. Your boy Pinheiro hurt himself. He kicked 3 field goals. I know he had time to do that.
I got no time for kickers who get hurt. Okay,
Scraby is just ruthless when it comes to kickers.
I got no time for kickers. How do you pull a hamstring kicking a field goal?
I mean, you're kicking a field goal. That's exactly how you pull your hamstring.
You're using your kicking muscle, Scrabe. You know all about that.
My flexor digitorum.
you suffered an injury in that regard.
Real quick, Lisa says.
Isn't that ironic that he's talking about kickers like this? This dude couldn't
same thing happened to him.
I'm not a professional kicker.
Just saying.
Anyone, this is from Lisa on the chat. Anyone with kids the past 10, 12 years remembers Pokemon Go and driving around searching for the characters.
I'm sure.
I guess.
And that had to drive a parent crazy.
My wife and I were not good parents.
Your parents,
we were not participating in driving kids around.
Driving around looking for
virtual thing.
You're looking for something nobody can see.
No one.
And the parent is like, what are you looking for?
You just look crazy.
Honestly, I think it helped the parents get the kids out of the house for a little bit.
Okay. Well, didn't you have to go with them?
My kids,
depending on the age.
Thankfully, were not into Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
A couple of NBA, quick NBA notes. Spurs, Victor Wemby out for a few weeks.
He stayed
years.
He stayed in long enough to give you guys the business.
He hit a tying 3 against the Bulls, and then the next time down, a winning 3. And now he's hurt.
Not only did he hit a tie, he waved the whole team off. Like, hey, get out. I got this.
And then he stepped back from 30 feet at 7'7". You're like, okay.
Yeah, that was cold.
LeBron James is coming back, going to be practicing with the Lakers. So they're 10-4. By the way, Tony, we should give a mention to your club. They've been pretty darn good so far.
I thought one of the best quotes of the weekend was Austin Reeves making light that Bronny James was getting a start in the NBA and his dad was being sent down to the South Bay Lakers to get reactivated.
Well, we all know that the only reason LeBron James is on the team is because Bronny's there and he helped him get back.
That's right.
Ja Morant's season continues to go south, out 2 weeks, calf muscle. And then the baseball. You talked about it going into the break. The award winners, we went over the MVP. Skeens won the Cy Young, going away.
Yeah.
Scooble beat out Crochet. So that's back-to-back years for both those guys, right?
Back-to-back years in that.
Oh,
and
no. Skeens didn't win it.
He got Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year last year, right. But still.
But back-to-back years for the managers, though.
The managers was what it was. First time that's ever happened. I don't want to take anything away from Stephen Vogt, who won again in the American League. But seriously, how did he beat out John Schneider? Schneider's team was in last place last year. This year, they were the number 1 ranked team in the number 1 seed.
It was from
I don't get that.
It was pretty much from the halfway point on, too. They never relinquished
I didn't get that.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to take it away from the guy who won, but that didn't seem to make sense.
I think the theme that we saw was a nod to the non-major market squads, right? I think You had Arnold, I think it's Matt Arnold, win the executive of the year, back-to-back years for Milwaukee. You had back-to-back managers years for Milwaukee and the Guardians, both small market teams.
Okay, so you can't win the manager of the year if you're a big market. Although I don't think Toronto would be a big market.
Toronto's one of the biggest,
bigger
markets.
Yeah.
But to your point though, it doesn't change what John Snyder was able to do.
I mean, from last place to the number 1 seed, to me seems like almost a given that you would win.
Yeah.
They had the all MLB were announced last week. I ran through it, did not see a Padre on there.
There was not.
So, never mind all of that. The reliever of the year, I think, was really surprising. Not that Diaz in the National League, he's won it 3 times now. He had a much better ERA than Suarez did. I can't complain a lot there. But Aroldis Chapman, winning it in the American League, he deserved it. But where did he come from? He was almost out of baseball. The Red Sox said, come on in and be the closer, and then he was lights out the whole year. Did his fastball go away for a couple of years, Tony, or did he just not have it working?
I think I don't think the Yankees did him any favor. I think that situation kind of played itself out in a way that maybe teams were leery of Aroldis, but whatever it did, it seemed to put a chip on his shoulder. Because he came back, his fastball was around the same as it's always been, but it's the other complementary stuff and his command.
I remember when he struck out Manny last season when he was with the Pirates, and Manny just smiled at him like that was ridiculous. That seemed
sometimes that's all you can do, Chris.
Yeah, that seemed to be the return of Aroldis Chapman. Comeback player of the year, Acuna and DeGrom. Both guys coming off big injuries. I can't believe this. Outstanding DH, Shohei Ohtani.
What?
Yeah. No way.
Kyle Schwarber gets
he gets shafted again. Gets shafted again. He probably was a unanimous vote again. Meanwhile, the Hall of Fame names are out. I think we should, to me, this is worthy of a congratulations to Cole Hamels, right?
Sure.
Rancho Bernardo, local guy.
For sure.
And he's a Hall of Fame ballot guy, and he's got a chance to get some votes.
He got the best chance of the new guys.
Probably of the new guys. I think that's great. I mean, Cole Hamels, what a great career he ended up having. I remember him pitching. I don't know if you ever – what was the age thing there, Tony?
I faced Cole when he was a freshman.
Okay.
I was a senior. He was a freshman.
And –
did
you see anything that looked like he might be good?
No, I didn't.
Oh, really?
Not as a freshman. I mean, he was a tall, skinny.
Yeah.
He wasn't throwing that hard yet. And then so fast forward 3 years when he was a senior, I remember coming back down. And, Cole was really good friends with a neighbor of mine that lived by. So I knew him beforehand. And so coming back to see him pitch in the senior years, oh, yeah, this dude, he's going to be the real deal.
Well,
and
he had a great career. So congrats to him. He'll be on the ballot. Some of the other names, Ryan Braun, a good hitter. I don't think quite Hall of Fame. Matt Kemp also some moments. I don't really know that any of the new names are legit Hall of Fame guys yet, but I think a lot of the guys returning on the ballot will be interesting.
Yeah.
And Beltran was the one who came the closest. Again, the biggest argument is going to be the holdovers like A-Rod, Manny Ramirez. I don't know what Andrew Jones, what's holding him back.
Yeah, I think he
didn't get caught up in that.
I think he's going to make a big
jump.
jump. I think Andrew's going to make a huge jump next year, especially considering that what you just mentioned about some of the new names outside of Cole.
Should be some openings.
Not really being, quite on that scale yet at this point. At least first time ballot through.
Yeah. So that'll be the World Series, the MVP balloting. I think Manny Ramirez and A-Rod, A-Rod for sure. So is Manny. Those are MVP or Hall of Fame players. And to me, they did what they did in their era, and they were so far ahead of and better than everybody to me, they're Hall of Fame. I think Jimmy Rollins is a hell of a player to only get 18% of the vote, Tony. I think they're looking past him a little.
I think quite a few of those guys jump. I'm really interested to see what the Veterans Committee does with Roger and Barry and Don Mattingly Dale Murphy, those guys whose
Those are
name
some names.
has fallen off the
Dale Murphy got hosed somewhere along the line.
Gary Sheffield, another one.
Yeah.
Like there's a ton of Carlos Delgado's and all those names have fallen off and will have to get in via that veteran committee vote. So
yeah, finishing up Cole Hamels' career too. 163 wins, 122. Yeah, so 41 games over 500. 3.43 ERA, which was legit solid in the 70s, but is outstanding in this era.
Yeah,
and
he was a big time pitcher too. Like he pitched.
He got MVP of the championship series and the World Series.
Yeah.
So ask anybody in Philadelphia whether they think he should be in the Hall of Fame. They'll tell you he should be.
He was a monster to face, man. He had great command. When he started to develop the cutter away to lefties, it just gave him another weapon. And yeah, man, he had a terrific career. I wish it could have ended the way he wanted. Remember, he signed with the Padres in hopes that he could get healthy.
We thought we might be able to squeeze one more year
just
out
couldn't
of him
get the body going at that point.
Yeah. Finishing up to another thing on Ryan Braun that I had forgotten, along with his statistics, he had a steroid bust as well.
Yeah,
late in his career.
He that's happened the same year that Matt Kemp probably should have won the MVP.
And Braun got it, 2011.
And then it was later found out, over time that he tested positive that.
I hope you guys just didn't talk about this because I was reading something, but Brian Braun can't get in if none of those other guys get in. Okay, sounds like you guys have already talked about it.
Carl Scheffer's not on the ballot.
Every time I see Carl Scheffers, I think of Tony, by the way. He was refereeing.
Yeah, it was me. But it's been you the last like 3 times.
Yeah, at least I prefaced it with I was reading something.
The funny thing to me is that Carl Scheffers is now the butt of our joke, has no idea, had nothing to do with it. He didn't do anything wrong at all.
Carl Scheffers.
He was just in the news. That's it.
Just in the news all that day. Yeah. So that's some of the baseball. I like the Hall of Fame balloting and stuff. I think, all of us feel like we know who should be in and who shouldn't, but that's for them to decide. I think it's Bonds. What's going to happen though, Tony? There's one of two. We're either going to go on another 60 years and past my lifetime. It's going to be like Pete Rose, right? It's going to be like, okay, let's put him in, but after he dies.
Yeah,
and that seems even sillier to me than just breaking it open now and saying, okay, we know what they were. We'll put it in there if we have to on his plaque, if that's what you really want. But the Hall deserves, Barry Bonds should be in there, and so is Pete Rose. And Pete Rose, I think, is eventually going to get there.
I think
after all this time.
I don't know, man. I think it is one of those situations where Barry and Roger, they were operating in a gray area at the time it went down. And I think there will over time be some sympathy towards that. With Pete, even though he is no longer with us, there is a definitive rule that he broke that was the number one rule.
There was no gray area.
There was no gray area. And I think that's the thing that will ultimately keep him from getting in unless a commissioner does it on his own, which
so you think that even now that he's put on the veterans ballot and the way is clear for him to get on, you still think Pete won't make it?
I think those are the dudes who might feel the strongest about it at this point.
Yeah, very well. Could be the case. My biggest argument on Barry Bonds is that he was clearly a Hall of Famer had he stepped off the field completely in 1998 and never played another minute.
Right.
So that anyway, but I understand people who say you did what you did and it's going to cost you.
Yep.
So, but aren't we mostly forgiving on stuff?
We
Scraby's
are
not.
Well, yeah,
but I think we are mostly
what?
forgiving, right? People commit crimes. They never
Good
mind.
point.
I'm not going to the political world, but I'm just saying we are very forgiving out there.
Yeah,
we truly are.
We are
normally as a society.
Some things, apparently.
I
think some of the other Pete Rose stuff might be an issue.
Which one?
Like dating underage girls, and
I mean that should have been an issue for. I mean, listen, there's a lot of that. In the Hall of Fame. Not a lot of that, but a lot of
Ty Cobb was a horrendous human being.
A lot of bad humans.
Character
flaws. Yes, there's a lot of that.
O.J. Simpson's never taken out of the NFL Hall of Fame. Still there.
Well, he
Lawrence
was
Taylor.
not guilty. So.
Still there. Right. That's fair. Not really.
I don't know why you guys are laughing.
College football, the polls came out, and I don't know. I think Oklahoma was the big winner this weekend, right? They beat Alabama.
Yep.
Looks like the SEC is probably going to get 5 teams now out of the 12 in the tournament.
They're not happy about that. They won all 12.
They won all 12.
They won all 12.
You know, there are people in sports that I dislike, and then there's Paul Feinbaum.
Oh,
And to hear this guy look into the camera and just give it the old, I don't care what they do. The best 12 teams ought to make it. And he's obviously sticking up for his own boys in the SEC. But you know what? Just because the rankings say you're better, it doesn't always mean you're better. We find that out every year.
You know what scares me about Paul Feinbaum is he's about to go into politics, and I could see him delving into NCAA matters while on that soapbox.
I don't like that guy.
He just seems like a weasel.
Weasel. Oh, that was Tony saying that. I get a little support. We got the Daily Gambit coming up. Hour number 2.
Have an easy holiday only at Staples. Save on the top tech and gaming gifts, plus shipping supplies and services to get your packages there safely. Don't miss 40% off custom cards, evites, photo gifts, wrapping paper, and more. Staples. That was easy, although it wasn't that easy.
Thank you for saying that.
301, no bets on Friday, so Daily Gambit will be fresh today. Chris, you officiated a wedding, which by all accounts went wonderful. You guys will get a chance to hear this in our Gwynn and Chris Overtime on YouTube.
Yeah.
Can you tease possibly what people will get to listen to?
Yeah, they're going to want to hear
the story, though.
Yeah, they're going to want to hear the story of. Well, first of all, I did a really good job officiating the wedding, and and these guys were like, "Oh, so you do say so yourself?" And I told them, I said, people actually came up and wanted my card after I was done. So there you go.
Do you have
He's got a side business now.
I don't have a card.
You need to get cards.
I think maybe you should make one up if you got all these compliments.
Chris, you could charge like $500 an appearance.
That's not enough.
It's
It's a lot of work.
It
really is.
I
It
mean,
took
they can
me
cover
quite a
your
long
travel.
time.
Oh, I figured the travel was included.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, if you need a wedding officiant, look elsewhere. Really, I did good on this one, but that's not really the story. The story is what took place and happened around the guy who was the wedding planner. And I've never actually heard of something like this happening at a wedding. So for that and all the other wedding dirt. Go to our Gwynn and Chris.
I won't give away
Overtime.
anything, but I am surprised that no one lost their cool.
Yeah. Do you agree with me that what you heard, the story was like, you can't believe that happened surrounding a wedding? Or
there would have been no shot. Any woman in my family would have played it the same way.
This wedding planner would not be around to try and plan another one.
No.
After what happened.
No, there would be complaints. There would be social media posts. There would be Better Business Bureau complaints.
Oh, it was incredible.
Now,
so
the earrings would definitely be coming off. It'd be all bad.
Yeah. But I do want to, the final analysis, my godson Connor got married and his bride Alex, it really did go well. It's a great wedding and a lot of fun. So
it's the definition of it not mattering.
Like to them,
two people got married that were just ecstatic.
There could have been like a hurricane blow through and they would have been what?
But you mess with the wrong bride on her wedding day, you are literally taking your life in your hands.
Is that what it's called, that show?
Bridezilla.
You don't want them problems, man.
I mean, in that case, I would be like, hey, you can be a bridezilla in this case.
Yeah. Well, you'll hear the story on Gwynn and Chris Overtime. Scrappy putting it up on the YouTube page in a little bit. So Daily Gambit time. All right, let's see what we got.
Do you like money?
I think about money a lot.
Do you like money without doing anything?
Winning.
Do you want to make money while watching sports?
I think Washington is immortal luck.
Washington! Woohoo! If you answered yes, this is your segment. Just don't blame us when you lose.
Nothing is ever your fault.
It's your game. Take it.
Gwynn and Chris go through the top bets of the day in The Daily Gambit on 97.3 The Fan.
Daily Gambit is our daily sports betting segment here on Gwynn and Chris. Please gamble responsibly. Guys, it took me 11 weeks, but I hate fantasy football. I hate it.
Well, you'll like it again if the Cowboy defense scores 24 points, which is not likely, but not impossible.
Yep.
So tomorrow you may like it again.
You need a kicker to remain quiet. That's all.
You need a quiet kicker tonight.
A quiet kicker from the Cowboys.
All right.
I just hate losing to Chris, especially at this juncture in the year, because now I'm going to be 7-4.
So what?
This keeps
I'm
Chris
6-5.
alive.
I'm 6. I got a chance to be 6.
Everybody's
Sammy
kind
Lev
of
running away with the league.
Sammy Lev,
That's
it's funny.
Let him run.
His best
so
two
we can
players
catch
are
him.
McCaffrey and Josh Allen, which is pretty powerhouse. And you might say to yourself, how did he get both guys? Because none of us wanted to draft either of them where he drafted them.
Yeah, especially CMC.
Yeah.
CMC fell to him, really.
And he took Josh
Jahmyr
Allen.
Gibbs instead.
I think he took Josh Allen with the second pick. And everyone was like, that's a little early. Apparently not. Anyway. All right. Let's see what we got tonight. We got Dallas. We got There ain't as. We got Dallas favored by 3.5. Scraby, lead us off.
3.5.
Dallas on the road.
I still think Dallas. Dallas is the better team. I'll take them.
Dallas. This is a vote for Pete Carroll. I'll take the Raiders. The Raiders don't inspire a lot of confidence, but I like Pete Carroll over Brian Schottenheimer. Tony.
Ooh, both of these two teams are dreadful.
The Cowboys don't think they are, though.
No, I know.
They keep trading for people to make the playoffs. I'm like, what are you doing?
They are quite delusional. Give me Vegas.
All right, Las
Wow,
Vegas.
what are you guys doing?
Well,
I don't know.
Just match up the star players. CeeDee Lamb or Jacoby Myers. He's not even on the team
Picking
anymore.
with this.
You're picking with your heart.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Pete Carroll. He's better than Brian Schottenheimer. You don't think so there? Matt Eberflus. I mean, come on. The Raiders are going to carve.
No, I don't. Actually, have you seen Pete Carroll's team this year?
The names are stacked against the Cowboys here. I'm just saying.
Pete Carroll's team has been bad. They have bad penalties.
Yeah,
they have
he can't
bad
coach.
everything.
He and Vrabel, terrible.
Have you looked? By the way, have you looked at like Tony and I went over this last week, and Tony kind of said, Scraby's got a slight point here
about who they played.
They don't play
That's
anyone.
It's not a good point. It's not a good point.
They don't play
What is
anyone.
this? The New England thing again?
Yes.
Oh,
He's
They
going
don't
back to
play anyone.
Okay, they won at Tampa Bay. They won at Buffalo. Those are two great wins. There's
Great
no arguing.
wins.
I mean, Tampa Bay has been losing like crazy.
Because they're playing tough teams.
Lost to the Dolphins.
Well, the Raiders beat the Patriots, so they're obviously a great team.
That's why the Patriots are not a great team.
That doesn't help our case
Yes.
with the Patriots.
Oh, did I mess that up?
They started 1-2 because they lost to the Raiders and the Steelers at home.
Mike Vrabel can coach. There's nothing you can say that's going to
I'm going to be
deter
wrong.
either Tony or I.
They've lost to first place teams. Pittsburgh's a first place team.
Are they?
Yes,
Easily,
I guess
by
the
the way.
Ravens. They're making their way back.
they are, but they're first place right now.
All right, Dallas and Las Vegas, 49.5 points.
Over.
Chris, I need an under. I don't want a lot of scoring.
Sorry.
Your turn now, Tony.
I guess I need an under too. I need a kicker to not have opportunities.
Maybe you want an over. You want touchdowns. You want to rethink
Touchdowns
or
and
you
field
under?
goals.
I mean, just no scoring.
No
just
scoring
is
in
better.
general.
Yeah.
Okay, under.
Going under.
Scraby?
I'm hoping for a combined 90 points.
You're going over.
Hopefully most of them, but
Pick
that's going to hurt.
sixes on the defense.
Yeah, a lot of them. Well, look, I have not packed that away as a win yet because I've seen crazier things. Dak Prescott minus 25 yards against Geno. Tony. Dak minus 25 yards passing, of course.
I mean, the Cowboys defense this is what they do best. They bring you to life.
They are not good.
Give me Geno.
Geno plus 25. Scraby.
I've lost all faith in Geno. I'm going Dak.
Dak. This seems like a Dak, but I know what you're. I mean, really, Scraby brought it up. The Raiders, other than Brock Bowers, but then again, I don't think
He's
the
been
Cowboys
hurt
are
all
smarter.
year.
Oh, and he's not playing.
He's playing.
Oh, he's back. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, Matt Eberflus probably doesn't know that yet. Has not designed anything to defend him. College basketball. This bothers me still. You've got a non-conference game tonight with Oregon 14.5 over Oregon State. Like they're not in the same conference. They're not even close to each other anymore.
Nope.
I just find it weird.
They just share a state name.
But that's weird. To me, I don't like it, but I guess that's college sports for sure. Scraby, who do you like here? Oregon, the 2-touchdown favorite in a college basketball game over the Beavs.
For the, I almost called them the Padres, the Aztec strength of schedule, I will take
Smart.
Oregon.
Yeah, the Aztecs will be playing Oregon soon. I'll take Oregon for that same reason, Scrabe.
All right.
Make it 3 of us.
3 of us. All right, into the NBA we go. Pistons have won 9 in a row. The Pacers are 1-12. I didn't know they were that bad. Detroit's favored by 11.5 in this one. Detroit's been rolling. I'll take them. Tony?
Yep. Detroit basketball. Big fan of Cade Cunningham.
You hated that PA announcer, though, didn't you, back in the day? Detroit basketball.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't a fan.
Yeah, that was famous during the Laker finals. That's why you don't like it.
Wasn't feeling that at all.
I didn't think you'd like that. It's great. And it seemed like it was always their basketball. And so he was blabbering it endlessly. Scraby.
Pistons.
OKC, you don't see this line in the NBA often. 17.5 over New Orleans. Of course, the Thunder 13-1. The Pels are 2-11, Tony.
Fired the coach,
Yeah.
Yeah.
OKC.
17.5. Scraby.
Zion eating or playing?
I think he's hurt.
Eating.
You can
Wow.
take a wild guess.
What a jerk.
Is it me?
Is he eating?
Or
Says the man who
Game
is
time decision.
says the man
who is now svelte thanks to SD
No,
fat loss.
I've fallen off in the last week and a half. I'm gonna go with the Hornets. That's a lot of points.
The Hornets, okay, they're not playing in this game.
That's
You want
right.
The Pelicans, maybe?
Pelicans. They used to be the Hornets.
Yeah. I'll take the Pelicans too. 17.5.
I even wrote OKC versus the Hornets.
Giannis or SGA? Same points. So who scores more tonight? Giannis is playing at Cleveland. Tony. Or no, Scraby, sorry. Giannis at Cleveland, SGA at New Orleans.
I'm gonna go with SG.
Points.
No, I'm gonna go with Giannis.
I'm going to take Giannis. This SGA just doesn't need to score that many tonight against a bad team.
SGA is going to have no resistance. So give me SGA.
SGA. Oh, I'm taking Giannis also. And finally, don't look now, probably because Tony hasn't bet on them in a while. The Kings are in first place in the Pacific Division.
I'm betting on them then.
Yeah,
Let's go.
They're 1 point ahead of the Ducks. So you got a little Southern Cal rivalry at the top of the Pacific right now. Tonight, the Kings are cross country in Washington against Ovechkin and company. Washington's favored by 1.5 goals. Let's see. The Kings on the road. Wow. I'll take the King. The Kings are 9-1 on the road. Road Warriors.
All right, Kings. We're going to do this.
Tony going to mess them up?
We're going to do this, Kings. Let's go.
Taking the Kings this time.
Let's go.
I'm gonna go with the Caps.
The Kings have won one game at home this whole year, and yet they're in first place. You don't see that very often. Oh. All right. There we go with the Daily Gambito.
All right, let's slide away. Let's get to break. What we got on the other side, Scrape?
Well, I should tell everyone that we are going to call our biggest fan. I've had a few questions about that. So we're going to call the biggest fan right before the Big Five at 3:35. But when we get back, we were going to talk about, what was it that we were going to talk about?
My goodness.
I'm
what
forgetting.
No,
I'm forgetting what we were going to talk about.
Anybody wants to ever know, what does a producer of the show do?
As soon as
here's your example.
You like the way I handled
Oh,
it off
I
to
know.
him? Scrape, what was you talking about today?
As soon as Tony went to me, my brain went blank.
Oh, is that what happened? Okay.
We're just going to briefly touch on Chris's favorite coach, James Franklin, becoming the Virginia Tech head coach. That's where we were going.
College football.
Here's some traffic.
From the 8-5.
Jr., Scraby. I'm Gwynn and Chris. Big Five is coming up, and also coming up, today's announcement of the qualifier to get on into the biggest fan contest.
Get on in there.
Get on in there.
Get on in there.
And if you ever join us as a guest on the show, you'll be joining us via the David P. Shapiro fan hotline. I love that guy. Did I ever tell you guys? David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when they're charged with a crime. Kind of like this wedding planner might be. Since
he should be charged with a crime.
No kidding, man. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com for all the stuff on the wedding planners. We mentioned the story is there on Gwynn and Chris Overtime. Scraby's putting it up.
I scheduled it. It should be released at 4 p.m.
4 p.m.
Just
YouTube.
go to
our YouTube page.
.com/@Gwynn and Chris SD or type in Gwynn and Chris on YouTube. You are going to be angry. That's all I can say. That's the last thing I'll say about it.
Not at me.
No, I'm not even angry at you on this one.
Real quick, on the Overtime, make sure you subscribe and tell people out there, because we're building that up nicely, thanks to all of you.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have more and more of that Overtime content headed your way. Rain didn't go away Saturday night. Aztecs 17-7 over Boise State. And that's such a big win. I don't think people, going to give it enough bearing. I know Boise State's, backup quarterback, but they had 2 weeks to get ready for the game.
Yeah, they did.
So I don't think that's a fair excuse. The rain was the same for both teams. The Aztecs couldn't throw for much yardage. Boise State couldn't. So what did the game come down to? Who was going to be bigger, stronger, tougher, and meaner on the line?
Aztecs.
And we whipped them.
Yeah, they did.
Tony, I think Mike Schmidt is my guy. He's the offensive line coach, former all-conference, offensive lineman back in the day. And I just always thought he's a great coach. And his guys played a great game. And Lucky Sutton ran for 130-something yards in that, terrible conditions. The Aztecs controlled the line of scrimmage. Sean Lewis said we whooped them. We were more physical. The only thing I'd be careful of saying that is that you may have to play them again still. We don't know how it's going to turn out. The Aztecs have one loss, and there are 5 teams with 2 losses. So it's pretty much anyone's guess how the championship game will turn out. But the Aztecs are closing in on getting there.
It was an important game on many accounts, right? Obviously, the conference, the 2 top teams at the top of the conference were going head to head, but a ton of 27 recruits, 28 recruits were all there. And to get a win against a team that I think everybody had expected to be at the top of the division right now.
Yeah.
And the way they did it being more physical in the trenches. And so, getting those type of wins when you got a big recruiting class in-house to watch, though, that goes a long way in helping this program continue to turn the corner.
Boise State ran the ball, according to the telecast, 22 consecutive plays in the second and third quarter. It's the last time you saw anyone do that.
Yeah.
And I know it was raining, but the Aztecs, I think their secondary just scared Boise State. Young quarterback didn't want him even risk an interception.
He was gunshot.
So they just kept handing off. And anyway, it was a great win.
Shout out to Lucky Sutton, too, getting to that
he's over the 1,000-yard
mark.
Yeah, good for him. Great year, and he paid his dues at San Diego State.
Yeah, he did.
Waiting for his opportunity. He certainly has made the most of it.
28th 1,000-yard performance by an Aztec.
I was looking at that list.
20th different player.
I was looking at that list today. I mean, besides Marshall Faulk, we've had good running backs.
Yes, yeah.
Penny, DJ Pumphrey.
Yeah.
George Jones. Remember that? He was another guy.
George Jones, man.
Paul Hewitt.
George Jones used to come back around when I was still playing, man. He still looked like he could run the ball.
Probably
at that
could
point,
have.
man.
Yeah, they had some really good running backs. The Aztecs finishing up against San Jose State at home, which is very winnable, probably should win. The last game, though, I warn everyone, at New Mexico. The Lobos are 5-0 at home, and they beat who they beat? Well, I know they beat UCLA early in the year, but they whipped somebody pretty good.
That's another one of those places that's when you got to go there, especially.
That could be a tough one at the end. So Aztecs still got some work to do, but I know we've talked, unfortunately, not us, everybody else has talked too much about the attendance, but that's what's on everybody's mind. But it's unfortunate.
There was nothing that could be done this last game.
Right. Nothing that game.
No.
But we're also overlooking a team that went from 3-9 to 8-2. That's a great turnaround. So
yes. It
should be getting a little more recognition on that front.
Those turnarounds don't happen very often. It's usually a little bit more of a slow kind of build up. But to basically flip the schedule on its head from one year to the next,
good job.
Pretty good job.
Virginia Tech, the Hokies obviously don't pay much attention to the fact that James Franklin hasn't beaten a ranked team since, I don't know, the very end of the Paterno administration at Penn State. The guy was basically fired because he couldn't beat a good team. I mean, it happened year after year after year. He would whip up on Maryland and whip up on everybody, but he got outcoached and outmaneuvered and outflanked pretty much every other game. And so Virginia Tech says, yeah, we'll give you a ton of money.
Let's
come in here and take our program over.
Virginia Tech is in the what? ACC?
ACC.
Okay, so in the ACC.
Right, these are the teams that James Franklin can beat usually.
So maybe this is an
maybe
upgrade.
It'll work, yeah.
I'll tell you who else is happy about it. Penn State. Because they get from underneath that $49 million.
They don't have to pay all that money out?
As part of this agreement. It includes a $9 million settlement with the Nittany Lions. So
can you imagine, though? He just gets $9 million for the hell of it,
listen,
and he's supposed to be disappointed?
Listen, I might just be like, I'm going to sit out until I'm done.
Yeah,
I collect this
Virginia
49.
Tech will still take me 4 years down the road.
I think I'm going to take this 49.
How about the other guy last week? I'm sure you guys saw it, but the richness of Brian Kelly to turn down LSU's offers at a settlement and then sue them for wrongful termination. He says they were looking for stuff to try to get rid of him. Brian Kelly is suing LSU now after being fired there.
I'm no Brian Kelly fan, but good. This is LSU jumped into bed with Brian Kelly.
Yes, they did.
He didn't win his job. And so he didn't win the games he was supposed to. So you fire him. Fine. But you don't get to now search for cause so you don't have to then pay your buyout. This is something you agreed to.
But you're searching for cause because your buyout is $53 million.
100%. They would not be searching for cause if it was $9 million like that.
All you'd have to show me if I was in the jury is video of that guy on the sideline yelling at everyone every time there's a bad play.
Yeah.
And I'd say, that's cause enough.
I'm not letting LSU off the hook.
I'm not letting LSU off the hook either.
Not at all.
I'm with Tony on this. Like, I'm not a fan of Brian Kelly, but you can't fire someone and then be like, we're not going to pay you either.
Yeah, no.
You made the decision to fire me with that money on the hook.
Okay.
You knew it.
I think you just take the money out of Kim Mulkey's contract. Everything will be fine. LSU, she'll be happy.
Well, Lane Kiffin might be the next head coach at LSU. So
I hope so, because that would mean he's not the next head coach of the Dolphins.
Oh, I'm seeing Belichick to the Dolphins.
Cowards keep saying,
Belichick to the Dolphins.
Chris would take that.
I would take that. I got to be honest. I don't think he'd go 9 Super Bowls, but I mean, I'd still take
anything is better than what's going on right now.
You bring him in, you also bring his girlfriend in.
See, here goes Gravy.
Can she play quarterback?
She probably thinks she can.
No kidding. All right, Gwynn and Chris comes back with the Big Five. Don't go anywhere.
All right, it's time for the Beaver Nuggets. So the story is somehow Buc-ee's got brought up. I think Frank brought it up.
Yes.
And it's a rest stop / mall / entertainment zone, super center. And someone said on the chat yesterday that they have like 100. They went to one with like 100 gas pumps, which is a lot, I guess. But while we were talking about this, Sam Levitt was in New York listening, and he goes, "Put me on, put me on, put me on." And so we put him on, and he's talking about how much he loves Buc-ee's. And so we got into the conversation, and it ended up being about the Beaver Nuggets. And so I had to order them because I find the name Beaver Nuggets very gross. I find it gross. But we're going to go with this. It's kind of like a Cheeto / a corn pop.
It's like a cheese doodle.
A cheese doodle. And we're going to eat them right now. I don't think these are bad, but here we go. I like it. It tastes like a corn pop.
I was just saying it tastes like a waffle, really.
It does kind of taste like a waffle. You know what? I'm in. These are good.
Yeah, I'm not.
You want another one?
No, I don't want another one. But yeah, I mean, it tastes like a waffle, like a waffle with syrup on it.
It's pretty good. I gotta say. I'm not hating these at all. Actually, they're very good. I like this. The waffle is a perfect explanation. If you've ever had, I'm sorry, I'm talking on the microphone with food in my mouth. But if you've ever had a, what is it? A Lay's potato chip that's waffle flavor. It's kind of like that.
No,
Sad Fryer says, are they cheesy? No, they're not cheesy at all, actually. They're sweet.
No, it's like a hard waffle with syrup on it, with dried encrusted syrup on it.
Now, I don't exactly know what the puff is. It could be just fake something.
Most likely. I mean,
it's like caramel a little bit too. All right, I gotta stop eating these because I will eat the whole bag. I love these things. I'm gonna leave them here though because I will eat this if I go home. It's just gonna be a bunch of beaver nuggets in my bed as I sleepwalk or something like that. All right, it's time for the beaver nuggets. So the story is somehow Buc-ee's got brought up. I think Frank brought it up.
Yes.
And it's a rest stop / mall / entertainment zone, super center. And someone said on the chat yesterday that they have like 100. They went to one with like 100 gas pumps, which is a lot, I guess. But while we were talking about this, Sam Levitt was in New York listening, and he goes, "Put me on, put me on, put me on." And so we put him on, and he's talking about how much he loves Buc-ee's. And so we got into the conversation, and it ended up being about the beaver nuggets. And so I had to order them because I find the name Beaver Nuggets very gross. I find it gross. But we're going to go with this. It's kind of like a Cheeto / a corn pop.
It's like a cheese doodle.
A cheese doodle. And we're going to eat them right now. I don't think these are bad, but here we go. I like it. It tastes like a corn pop.
I was just saying it tastes like a waffle, really.
It does kind of taste like a waffle. You know what? I'm in. These are good.
Yeah, I'm not.
You want another one?
No, I don't want another one. But yeah, I mean, it tastes like a waffle, like a waffle with syrup on it.
It's pretty good. I gotta say. I'm not hating these at all. Actually, they're very good. I like this. The waffle is a perfect explanation. If you've ever had, I'm sorry, I'm talking on the microphone with food in my mouth. But if you've ever had a, what is it? A Lay's potato chip that's waffle flavor. It's kind of like that. Sad Fryer says, are they cheesy? No, they're not cheesy at all, actually. They're sweet.
No, it's like a hard waffle with syrup on it. With dried encrusted syrup on it.
Now, I don't exactly know what the puff is. It could be just fake something.
Most likely. I mean,
it's like caramel a little bit too. All right, I gotta stop eating these because I will eat the whole bag. I love these things. I'm gonna leave them here though because I will eat this if I go home. It's just gonna be a bunch of beaver nuggets in my bed as I sleepwalk or something like that. All right, it's time for the beaver nuggets. So the story is somehow Buc-ee's got brought up. I think Frank brought it up.
Yes.
And it's a rest stop / mall / entertainment zone, super center. And someone said on the chat yesterday that they have like 100. they went to one with like 100 gas pumps, which is a lot, I guess. But while we were talking about this, Sam Levitt was in New York listening, and he goes, "Put me on, put me on, put me on." And so we put him on, and he's talking about how much he loves Buc-ee's.
Congratulations to today's biggest fan, Ryan Orlando of San Marcos. Give us a call within the next 10 minutes at 833-288-0973, and you'll qualify for our grand prize. 20 tickets for you and your friends for a night in our Odyssey Suite at a Padre game with all the fan staff later this season. Remember to register your name at 973thefansd.com/biggest fan. So, Ryan Orlando, 833-288-0973. Tick tock. Clock is ticking. Scraby's got a big 5. Is it any good today, Scrape?
It's much better than it was last Thursday.
Yeah, last Thursday, boy.
I have a quick bulletin before we go to the big 5.
Do you have a number one?
Oh, come on. I think
I'll come up.
No, I have one in mind. I'm just making sure we're going to get there before I write it all out.
Okay.
Quick bulletin. Beware, all you high school basketball fans. Tonight is my first high school basketball referee game.
Yes.
So.
And that also brings up.
We now go to our resident referee, Chris Ello.
Could be coming to a gym near you tonight.
Chris Ello starts his refereeing. We start our high school coverage here shortly. Next week after.
Oh, good.
Michael Flicks will be back with us once again to do it once a week. So
love it.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, ready?
Oh, it's me, huh?
Yeah.
Let's get to the big 5. After some traffic?
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury.
Traffic report brought to you by the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans. Watch out, you got a crash on the 8 on the eastbound side right at Spring Street. It's in the center divider. And then another accident on the 67 southbound at Bradley Avenue slows you down. This time the right lane is blocked. You are stop and go southbound on the 805. The left lane is closed with another collision at El Cajon Boulevard. That's exit 16. And then watch out for a collision on the 94 eastbound connector for the 805.
My mom,
My dad.
works for Caltrans.
On the freeway.
Right next to speeding cars.
Please be careful.
Flashing lights mean move over.
Brought to you by the kids of Caltrans.
It's that time of the show when we check on the latest in sports. Only the most important topics and questions are brought to light.
Stop what you're doing and listen.
These news stories will astound and amaze you. The one, the only.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
The Big 5 starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
If you love Mediterranean food, try Spiro's for authentic Mediterranean cuisine in Coronado or La Jolla. For dining or takeout options, visit spiroscuisine.com. And as you heard earlier, Spiro's is going to be catering that event as well. So you will have food for your biggest fan game next season, which is awesome.
Good food.
It's delicious.
Number 5.
Last year, the Euros, Chris, were gone so fast I didn't even get one, which was very disappointing because they're good. All right, left-hander Kyle Hart is staying with the Padres, agreeing to a 1-year, $1.2 million contract that does include a club option for 2027. He gets a $1 million salary for 2026, and the Padres have the $2.5 million option with a $200,000 buyout. So, Chris, does Kyle Hart have a roster spot on opening day?
I don't see why not, number one. Number two, we still might need a 5th starter. Don't forget, he was the 5th starter at the beginning of last year, right?
Yeah.
Kyle Hart did okay. I don't know if people, always were as confident with him, but he didn't really do a whole lot.
I feel like he did better as a reliever at the end of the year.
A little bit, but I think Kyle Hart's, $1 million pitcher in this day and age for sure.
Man, that's good. That's a good payday. Tony, do you think he's on the opening day roster?
I'm 50-50 on that. I think he was a lot more effective the second and third time, or the last 2 times he came up out of the bullpen. I didn't think he was very effective as a starter. So I don't know. I think this is an insurance policy for the Padres if they're not able to quite get the guys that they are looking to get.
Yeah, he did.
Does he make this money now, Tony?
Big league deal. Yeah.
Okay, so if he's,
I do love that for him.
Yeah,
like if he's a, fourth co-host on this show next year, he'll be making that
$1 million. Is that what that's what the deal was? $1 million.
Yeah,
it says that he gets $1 million. He
Yes.
gets $1 million for 2026, and they have
In
a
the grand scheme of baseball,
$2.5 million option.
baseball money. This is light work.
light work for them, but $1 million is good work.
Light work for the Padres. Yes.
Yeah, they're happy. They're
they'll
more
do
than
this.
willing to sign
That's
him
what
to
I'm
this
getting.
deal.
Yes.
I'm trying to look for his numbers at the end of the year, but
Let's go to his splits.
All right, here we go. From
month of August, September.
He came back August 31st, but September. Oh, these aren't going to work well in my favor. He had a 5.79 ERA during that time, but he struck out 15 guys in 9 innings pitched.
I remember him coming in a couple spots and doing well, but I don't know that I would pencil him in as a number 5 starter right now.
I didn't pencil him in. I said we might need him.
Oh, I thought the question you asked me was,
does he make the opening day start or roster?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm not willing to pencil that in.
All right, Chris Sharpie did it, so it's stuck there forever.
Number 4.
The Broncos. Who are the Broncos? The Broncos beat the Chiefs, and shockingly, Kansas City's record now is 5-5 on the season. It's been a completely opposite year from last year, as Chris touched on earlier. If I could speak. In 2024, they were 11-0 in one-score games. In 2025, they're 0-5 so far in one-score games. So, Tony, you're up first. Which is more real? The Broncos 9-2 start or the Chiefs 5-5 start? Basically, are the Broncos actually this good, and are the Chiefs this bad? And they're not that bad. They're 500.
I'm not willing to say the Broncos are that good yet. I'm just not. Probably because I don't like their head coach. That probably is blurring my vision on this a little bit. But I do think the 5-5 thing is real for the Chiefs. They got a big uphill climb. I mean, I think at this point, just getting to the playoffs would be a feat, considering all the teams that are in front of them right now. So, because I don't like the head coach of the Denver Broncos, and I actually believe that the Kansas City Chiefs may very well be in trouble, I'm going to give it to the Chiefs.
Wow, Chris, the Broncos start.
Oh, the Broncos are definitely a fugazi, and they're more of a fugazi now that J.K. Dobbins is out for the year.
Yeah.
They really have very little running attack.
Your guy, R.J. Harvey.
They didn't give it to Harvey at all, really.
Who did they give it to yesterday?
They didn't
just let Knicks do it all.
Yeah, pretty much.
The Broncos are winning miracle game after miracle game. That'll end. Chiefs are 5-5. I'm going to just tell you, they got 4 of their last 7 at home. The 3 away are Cowboys, Titans, Raiders. I'm not saying they're going to go 7-0.
They got a shot,
but don't give up yet, you Chief haters. I'm just saying they still have a pulse.
You're going to have to make sure they're in the grave and the dirt is on top of them.
Last thing, did you see Mahomes on the final sack? It late in the fourth quarter.
Did he get sandwiched?
Before he got up, pointed at his helmet as if to say,
dude,
he hit me in the helmet. Everyone looked at the replay, not even close to his helmet. Mahomes is taking
I just want to say this.
For that.
We can literally do this at every game and point to somebody asking for a call that they did. I'm pretty sure you're going to have it in your high school game this week. Somebody's going to be like, he hit my arm. And you're going to be like,
happens for sure.
That's what I'm saying. It happens all the time.
This was weak sauce, Tony.
Patrick Mahomes is like
just y'all hating.
Like Pavlov's dogs. Anytime he gets hit, he gets a penalty, so he's just conditioned to it.
Pavlov's dog. That was one of your better lines ever.
Thank you.
I'm putting that way up there.
He gets touched. It's like, where's my flag?
Yeah.
Haters. You guys are just haters. Sorry.
With Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs,
You're a hater.
I'm
It's cool.
fully out.
Yes.
I am a hater of that team.
You're out. You're a hater.
Number 3.
The NFL Coach of the Year odds are getting more and more one-sided, but here are the top 8. You got Mike Vrabel leading the way.
Who's that?
Mike Vrabel with his terrible
Is Mike
schedule.
McCoy on this list anywhere?
No, he's not.
Surprised.
You got Shane Steichen of the Colts, Mike MacDonald of the Seahawks, Ben Johnson of the Bears, Sean Payton of the Broncos, Sean McVay of the Rams, Liam Cohen of the Jaguars. And yes, I say that for a reason, people. I got a message last time. You do know it's not called Jaguars, right? I know. And finally, Kyle Shanahan. So, Chris.
Shanahan's a finalist?
He's in the top 8,
okay.
But he should be. I mean, with the team that he's put together this year.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he
but
should
the other guys
be.
are lucky to even be on the line list with him.
I'm not here to say that he should be coach of the year
What
at all.
are you here to say then?
I'm here to say he's doing a really good job this year.
Right?
With what he has no Brandon Ayuk, he had no Brock Purdy, he had no George Kittle, he has no Fred Warner.
Man.
Now Fred Warner's replacement is going to be out because he's hurt. He had no kicker.
Come on,
Chris,
man.
who are your top 3 coaches this year?
Well, I'm not putting Sean McVay in my top 3, even though everyone's giving it to him. He's so overrated, and that doesn't mean that he's not good. It just means that he is so exalted, I can't deal with it.
Exalted.
My top 3 are, in no particular order, Vrabel and Steichen, and I'm going to go surprisingly with the Bears guy, Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
To me, he's changed the culture there. They're not really that much better of a team in a lot of ways. All they do is win the game at the end instead of lose the game at the end. So I'm going to put him in there.
All right, Tony, who are your top 3 coaches this year?
I'm going to go Vrabel.
Vrabel.
I'm also going to go McVay. And I'm also going to go Mr. Johnson.
Okay.
Oh, Ben Johnson.
Yes.
McVay, I would say that McVay has done a pretty darn good job.
Of course he has.
I would also say that Mike McDonald has done a really good job this year.
He has.
Who's he with?
Seattle.
Oh.
I would say
some of these guys just don't have a name at all, really.
Can we just cross off Liam Cohen's name altogether on this list? I'm not sure why he's mentioned before Kyle Shanahan.
Okay, move on. All right, stop whining.
Number 2.
Abdul Carter. I don't know why I can't speak today, guys. Abdul Carter was benched for the New York Giants opening series Sunday because the rookie was asleep at the team facility and missed a recent walkthrough, a source told ESPN. However, the linebacker took accountability after the game, but he said he kind of did. He said he has to accept the consequences for his action, but he defended himself today, responding to a social media post sharing the Athletics report on him sleeping through the walkthrough. He denied that he slept through it. He tweeted, quote, I'm just reading from him.
I'm getting treatment.
Was not sleep, actually doing recovery. And then he went on to say, geez.
Somebody told him to take a nap and rest.
Okay, let me start that over because my voice is failing me right now. Quote on Twitter, was not sleep, actually doing recovery. Nonetheless, that's on me. And then he posted later, quote, when the hate don't work, they start telling lies. So I'm not even going to ask about Abdul Carter.
Preach.
Tuesday.
Let's go ahead and finish, man.
What is happening? Tony,
the show's coming to a close.
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to ask you this. We're not even talking about Abdul Carter.
Okay, what are we asking?
Is a first series benching actually a punishment? It doesn't feel
I'm
like
glad
one.
you asked this because we don't know all that's happening. I just give you an example. Keon Coleman for Buffalo Bills would have been probably their number 1 receiver. Was basically kept out of the game yesterday because he missed a team meeting or showed up late. And Randy Moss and those guys before the game were making the comment that this seems a little strange for just a missed position meeting, and he was there for the rest. Flip to this one. He just missed a piece of the walkthrough. And he was only kept out for a series.
Yeah.
One guy misses a whole game. One guy misses a series. So, we don't know if there were other infractions, if this was Abdul Carter's first one. So I guess it can. These guys want to play, ultimately. It doesn't hurt their pockets, but it's embarrassing not when the starting team is out there and you're on the bench sitting there because you're being punished.
Yeah, people will ask why.
100%.
Chris, is benching the first series a punishment in your mind?
Not enough.
Not enough? What do you want from him? Like, you want a full game? Full one half?
Series not enough. A half? Maybe.
12 plays?
Rest of the season.
Rest of the season.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Every situation is a little different. But I think you make it, if it was Mike McDaniels, guy missed a meeting, he'd elevate him to a, starter position.
I was going to say Abdul Carter would love to play for the Dolphins.
Yeah. I think you get more respect when you do stuff like that and make a statement with that. So maybe a series is okay. But what did you say? Keon Coleman got a whole game, right?
He got a whole game. Yeah, they kept him out. Coach's decision not to play him because he missed a walkthrough.
I mean, how did guys miss anything? Honestly,
I feel like
this is the only thing they have to do.
What's the big man, the big offensive lineman that's got a lot of character for the Buffalo Bills? We see him all the time. He's a Pro Bowler. They talked to him after the game. He basically said that Keon Coleman's got some growing up to do, and he knows he's got some growing up to do. So that would indicate that it's been multiple kind of infractions that led to the full game versus it maybe being just a series.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see it being something that's happened multiple times because the full game is kind of crazy.
Number 1.
All right, we did get to number 1, but I told Tony this earlier. I want to get your guys' opinion on if I'm a weirdo or not, and don't answer without the information. My niece's birthday was on Saturday, so I had to go get her a present. She really loves books, and so I went to Target. I went into the child book section, and I started reading a bunch of different books to the point where I was there for 30 minutes, and some guy had to ask me if I needed help selecting a book. So, Chris, you're up first here. Is it weird that I spent 30 minutes reading children's books in Target on Saturday morning?
I'd rather you be in the adult magazine section.
The adult at Target?
No, I know. 30 minutes in the child section? How old were these books? For 8 and under?
5 and under.
5 and under. That can set off an alarm in this day and age, my friend. Be careful. Do be a little more stealth. Take a couple of the books, walk across the store, and read them, elsewhere, so you don't look like you're hanging out in the.
Am I a weirdo for sitting there for 30 minutes? Hey! Come on! I'm buying a present for my niece, and I wanted to make sure the message in the book was right, and then I got sucked into one of them.
Yeah, I don't know. What's the question? Do I think you're a weirdo?
Yeah, for spending 30 minutes reading books in the children's section.
You obviously want to make sure your kids are reading appropriate age books. But I don't know that you needed to be in there as long as you were.
I
think it's a little bit overboard.
Well,
you seem like if you ever do have children,
you
seem like you'll be one of these overboard parents.
I probably will make them. I probably will tell them that I walked uphill both ways in the snow.
I have no doubt that you're about to make up some lies about how difficult it was for you.
I ended up getting, if you're curious, How to Catch a Bigfoot. So
good one.
There we go. Yeah, Tony says good one.
If you want to hear more of Scraby's lies, listen to the beginning of the overtime.
Lies?
Yeah.
Oh, why? Because
you started the show lying today.
Opened with a lie, and then
because I said I knew where Moab, Utah was.
I caught you in it, and then you just kept doubling down.
How did you catch me in it?
You'll find out. Just tune into the YouTube.
It's about to happen in 6
Gwynn
minutes.
And Chris overtime. Scraby lying his face off.
Someone in the chat said Scraby's reading Everybody Poops. Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yeah.
The video will be up. The overtime video is going to be up shortly. So,
is it out? It is indeed, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys, Raiders. Next. No Chronicles. We'll be back for a full 4 tomorrow. All 3. Enjoy your night, ladies and gentlemen.